All right, hello and welcome. My name is Shauna. This is our Basics Fit Essentials class. If you're wearing the bands, we've added some air, so you can go ahead and do that now, and I'll give you an update when we get to about 20 minutes to take that out. So it'll be about a 30-minute class. If you have a long band, we'll be utilizing this for part of it, and just some like light to moderate dumbbells will be fantastic as well. When you're ready, we're going to start standing. We'll do a little bit of seated stretching later on, so if you want to have a chair nearby, or somewhere that you can sit on down. All right, we're gonna start with our spinal cord breathing. So when you're ready, go ahead and come on up to standing, check in with your feet. You want your feet to be just underneath those hips, and then you wanna draw your stomach in so we're not extended through that low back. So stack those shoulders right over the hips, extending the soft bend in the knees. And now we're gonna breathe in, circle our arms, or how are we gonna do this? It's been a little while. We're gonna breathe out, circle the arms around, draw those forearms and elbows together, tuck down into a ball. Good, and now as we breathe in, we're gonna open our body, standing tall with that soft bend in the knees, circle those arms back and down, open through the chest. Fantastic. Now we'll exhale, round forward, bow the head down, draw the stomach in towards the chest, elbows in towards, and then breathe in nice and deep, engage those glutes, circle the arms around. Fantastic. We're going to go one more time there. Breathing out, drawing everything in. Breathing in, lift and open. Fantastic. From here, we'll start to go into a little bit of a march. If you're comfortable, add a punch to it, you can. It's our basics class, so I'll be moving just a little bit slower, but if you know your body on the other side, if you want to add a little hop to your step, a little bit of a skip, you're welcome to it. Got Moose here, finding things from the yard that he's not supposed to be chewing on. Good job. Try to punch those arms, try to punch as you breathe out. And just your choice on how high you bring that knee. Just get some gentle blood flow here. Good job. Couple more. And take a little pause. Go ahead and set the feet about hip width apart, some hip circles next. Nice and smooth, circle through. Loosen up the hips and low back. Good. And when you're ready, taking it the other way. Fantastic. We're going to start to warm up a little bit of squatting next. Working just a little bit of a half squat. If you prefer to squat to a chair, you can. You want to set the feet about hip width apart, just a slight toe out to help open those hips. And then when you're ready, draw the stomach in, sink back about halfway down or lightly touch the chair, and then drive through the legs and standing tall. Try to really engage your backside, stand all the way up before you start to sink back down. Fantastic. Draw the belly in, pushing those knees wide. And you want to keep the weight back in the heels, but also pushing the big toe down. Sometimes we focus on sitting back into the heels and the toes lift up. You want to keep that full foot planted. Fantastic. Give me one more time. Sinking back, standing tall, and go ahead and rest there. All right, toe touch stretches next. Feet just underneath the hips, toes pointing forward, stomach drawn in, hands on the thighs, and just bow the head down and gradually slide the hands down the legs. Never force anything with our stretching, just see where you can reach comfortably today. Pause there for one nice deep breath. And then when you're ready, make your way back up to standing. Squeeze the glutes, pull the shoulders back. Fantastic. And now a side stretch. One hand on the hip, other hand's going to come up to overhead, peering up to that hand, stretching the side of the body. Beautiful. We're going to bring it down, staying on this side, leaning towards that side, and then back up, reaching over the head, glancing up if you feel stable. And we'll go one more time, bending towards that side, and then lengthening as you bend away, peering up. Fantastic. And rest. Same thing, other side. Opposite hand on the hip, starting at the shoulder. Just nice and gradual here. Wonderful. Breathe in as you bend towards that side, and then we'll breathe out as we reach up, glancing up. Fantastic. Third and final time. Down, up, and reach. Very good. All right. Second round through, into that spinal cord breathing, we're going to go our standing cat-cow. So now you're going to bring the hands to the thighs, send the hips back. This time, as we breathe in, we're gonna lift up through that mid-back, draw the chin in towards the chest, and then as you breathe out, gentle arch, looking up and forward. Very good. Go ahead and find your own rhythm with your breath. Again, the breath in, trying to lift up through the spine, breath out. Focus on squeezing the shoulders back and down, lifting the head gently. Good. Maybe a couple more times. Fantastic. Last one. And when you're ready, return back to standing. All right, round 2 of our marching. So hands come up to the side, feet just underneath those hips. And then when you're ready, that little cross body punch, trying to keep the legs nice and neutral. So not letting anything go cross body with the legs, just that upper body, hands up by the shoulders. Try to give a little gentle smile as you move here. Good job. 10 more seconds. Very nice. Good breathing, getting that blood flow going. Fantastic. And take a pause there. Good job. We're going to revisit those half squats. If you feel like you'd like to hold a light weight with these, you could do a front raise as you sit back. So if you'd like to use a light dumbbell, go ahead and pick one up. You can stay going to this chair. I'm going to step off the chair this time. Setting those feet about hip width apart. Gentle toe out. And then when you're ready, you're going to breathe in as you sit back, reach those arms out or the light dumbbell, and then breathe out as you stand. Breathing in, breathing out. Good job. Try to find something straight ahead to focus on. If you look down towards the ground, you tend to lose that position of your chest down. So you want to keep the eyes looking ahead. Fantastic. Drawing that stomach in, pushing those knees wide. Very good. Kind of just find that range of motion you're comfortable with. Maybe one more time, sinking back, standing tall, and rest. Good. You can keep that dumbbell if you'd like, hold it underneath the chin, or good mornings are next. You can cross the arms over the shoulder. So up to you. I'm going to show the arms crossed. You can hold the dumbbell there if you'd like. And now for the good morning, stomach nice and strong. And now we're going to bow forward. So practicing that long spine position. Bowing down, looking towards the ground, and then really key on that good morning. I want you to stand all the way up at the top. So stand up when you're ready. Very nice. And then long spine, turning the gaze down towards the floor, saying hello to those hamstrings, and then coming back up, squeeze the tush. Very good. Breathing in as you lower. Good job, Shirley. Yep, elbows high. Nice, Jean. And then standing tall. 1 or 2 more. Stomach draws in, hips send back. Over and up. Very nice. All right, go ahead and take a break. Feel free to grab a little sip of water. We're going to be doing some bicep curls next and a little bit of some overhead press or reach. You don't have to use weights for the overhead work if you don't want to. And then the third exercise in this next series is where we're going to sit down either in a chair on the floor with a nice long band. If you don't have the band, you can move as if you do. But first, the bicep curl. So holding one dumbbell in each hand, or you could stand on your band and hold that with a little bend in the knees. When you're ready, you're simply going to curl the arms in towards the shoulders, bending at the elbows, not letting those elbows swing out. Good job. And now as we're working this upper body, focus on engaging your lower body. So kind of flex your quads, kind of squeeze your tush. Very nice. Just keep that engagement, drawing your belly up and in. Wonderful. Couple more times here. And 2, 1, and rest. I'm going to show the first round of overhead press without weights. If you're comfortable reaching overhead with weights, you can go ahead and hang on to them. Otherwise, we're going to use this first one as a little bit of a warm-up stretch. So when you're ready, either with weights in the hand or just making a fist, pressing straight up to overhead, maybe allowing a little bit of a side bend with it. Fantastic. Good. And with or without weights, bring the hands right down by like the collarbones as you lower. There you go. Reach and lower, open and close. Fantastic. Even yourself out side to side. And then when you're ready, if you were holding weights, go ahead and set them down and meet me either in the chair or on the floor with that band. So working the shoulders and working that mid-back position. If you are taking the seat in the chair, go ahead and take the band around one or both feet. I find it easier with one. Sit up nice and tall. Start with those arms fully extended, palms facing down towards the floor. And then when you're ready, keeping the shoulders down out of the ears, draw those elbows straight back behind you. Squeeze, nice open chest position. Breathing in as you reach forward, breathing out as you draw the elbows back. Fantastic. Breathing in and breathing out. You can breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good job. We're going to go a little bit longer on this one. Get that mid back nice and strong. Helps with our posture. Drawing those shoulders back, waking up the muscles of that mid back. Good. Couple more times. Drop back, reaching out, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Those of you that are on the floor, if you want to go into a child stretch next, if you're here with a chair, we're going to do a forward fold. So get a little stretch for that low back. So hands on the thighs, chin to the chest, sliding on down the legs. Welcome back, Bruce. And then just try to send your breath into the back of the body, anywhere you feel a little bit of tension. When you breathe deep, think about sending your air into that area. Good job. One more time. And when you're ready, coming back to seated or make your way back up to standing. Good job. All right, we're going to go through that one more time with the bicep curls first. If you do want to stay seated, you can. I'm going to come on back to standing. All right, I'm going to show the bicep curl with the band this time. Just different options. You're welcome to stick with your dumbbells. So I stand on the band, pull those elbows into the sides, and then same idea from here. I'm just curling up and in towards the shoulders. Got my elbows in nice and tight, not letting them wing out. Good job. Flexing that lower body. Nice. Good. Got another 15 seconds. Overhead reach is next. Good job. 1 or 2 more reps. Curl, fully extend in the bottom, meaning straightening your arms all the way out and resting there. Nice job. We're going back to that overhead press. I'm going to hold some weights this time. You're welcome to do this one seated as well. If you are standing, just have a little bend in those knees. Get everyone together here. And 3, 2, 1, when you're ready. One arm at a time. If you want more of a challenge here, you could go both arms together. Just make sure you have that mobility through your back and your spine, that you're not overarching as you reach both arms to overhead. Nice work. And try to elevate that shoulder. So think about how high can you reach towards the ceiling, allowing a little bit of some movement with that shoulder coming up towards the ear. This is the only exercise that I'll encourage you to elevate that shoulder towards the ear. Get that full lateral rotation through that shoulder blade. Keep that movement and that mobility. Fantastic. All right, last time on each arm. And take a pause. Coming back to seated, either on the floor or in the chair for our seated row with the band. Sometimes the exercise is just getting up and down, on and off the floor, wrapping that band around one foot. Whether you're on the floor or in the chair, make sure you're sitting up right on those sit bones, nice and tall. Starting with the arms straight, palms down, and then when you're ready, squeeze back and in. Breathing in, breathing out. Give a pause in that back position. And now this is a great exercise to think long neck. So head up. Chin in. Sometimes as we reach forward, we start to move our head forward. So hold the head stationary and just move through those arms and shoulders, reaching out and then retracting back. Draw it all back and in. Good. Fantastic. We're going to go another 20 seconds here. 2 rounds, so a little bit longer intervals. Get some good exposure without leaving you sore at the end. Just wake up those muscles, strengthen, and get some good movement. And 3, 2, 1, everybody rest there. Nice. You're welcome to set that band down. And those of you on the floor, if you know the hands and knees, the mid-back rotations are next. We're going to do it from seated. So sitting up nice and tall, you're going to take one hand behind the head and rest the other hand on the inner knee. And now when you're ready, you're going to breathe in, bring that elbow towards the opposite thigh, or when you're on all fours, the opposite arm. And then you're going to follow that elbow with your gaze, breathing in as you close, and then breathing out as you open, pulling it back. Wonderful. Roughly 5, maybe 8 times if you move a little bit faster. Take you through about 5. Fantastic. And then same thing on the second arm when you're ready, switching it up, bowing down, sitting tall, and then following that elbow with your gaze. Good movement for the whole spine, but really focused on that mid-back position. Keeping that ability to smoothly rotate, looking over each shoulder, and avoid any kind of compensation patterns that will tend to develop in the neck and the low back when we get too stiff in that mid-back. All right, nice work. Feel free to grab another drink of water. We're gonna make our way back to standing. We have one more circuit to go. We're gonna be doing some bent over tricep extensions, some step jacks or jump jacks, and then we're gonna work a little bit more squatting, this time working on that full depth. So I'm gonna keep my chair here. I'm gonna turn it around and use that for a little bit of an assist. But first, with the bent over extensions. So I would look to get a nice light weight. It's gonna be a similar position as that good morning that we just practiced with. Instead of crossing the arms over the chest, I'm gonna draw my stomach in, slightly bending forward. And now we're gonna pull the elbows up against the side, and you're simply gonna extend the arms back. So bend and extend. Good job. Holding really strong in the belly. Anytime that you start to feel too much fatigue in that low back, if you need to stand up before we finish the interval, just stand up, give it a break. Bend and extend those arms back. Yeah, we're just curling it in and then driving it back. Good, maybe 1 or 2 more. Nice. Back and rest. Fantastic. Set it down. Meaning set your weights down. And now either a jump jack, those of you that know, but remember this is our basics. So we're going to be showing the step jack, stepping side to side. And really key here, we want to get a nice circle with the arms. So I'm just tapping my index fingers together overhead and in front of the body, reaching up, lowering down. Good job. Open and close. Wonderful. Feel free to add a little clap to it. Up above, down below, generate a little energy for yourself. 10 more seconds. Awesome. Back and forth, open and close. And 3, 2, 1, and resting there. All right, final exercise of this series. We're going to go back to the squat, this time working on our depth. So only if you know that you can get all the way down, if you want to hold weight, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to use this chair. I've got my feet about hip width apart. And then I want you to think about sinking your hips back, pushing your knees out, and then assisting through that upper body as much as you need to open and get on down there. So go ahead and begin when you're ready. Sinking back, reaching those arms up and forward. Good. Just make sure you control down. Very nice. If you have lots of mobility, just don't go so far down that your hips rotate under you. Keep that motion or that position of your low back, hips nice and level. Very good. And really focus to push straight down to that floor as you pull yourself up. Couple more. Excellent. Great job looking up and forward. And 3, 2, 1, and resting there. All right, if you're wearing those bands, go ahead and lift the air out. We're going to give a little stretch for the hip flexors, and then we're going to go through that series one more time. So stagger your feet for me. Take your left foot, step it forward, step your right foot back. And now you can either raise your arms to overhead, or I'm going to show on the shoulders here. We're going to shift those hips back, translate or shift those hips forward, and now turn your body towards your left side, toward that front leg. Trying to squeeze that tush of that back leg, turn that head and neck, and then unwind. We're going to do it one more time on this side. You can rest those arms down for a moment as you push the hips back. Shift those hips forward, staying nice and planted through that front heel. And now gently rotate the body. You can even kind of grab onto the arm of that right arm with that left hand. Pull yourself over, looking over that left shoulder. Good job. Unwind and rest. Same thing, second side. So walk your left foot in or right foot in. Now you're stepping that one forward, stagger through the other direction. Arms out to the side, cross them over. And now we want to open up those hips by shifting them forward. Get a little bit of a stretch right there in the front of the hips. And now turn your body, including your head and neck, towards the right side. Breathing a couple of times, inviting the front of the body to open. Unwind when you're ready. Rest the arms down. We'll do it one more time. Hips shift back. Shift them back forward. Breathe in as you lift those arms, trying to lengthen through the spine, and then gently rotate. Looks great. And unwind, release those arms, and shake it out. All right. Anyone had discomfort in that bent over position for the triceps? You could also take the dumbbell over your head if that's a little bit better for you. I'll continue to show it in that bent over position. Final time, and if you don't have weights that are light enough or that feel appropriate, you can just make a fist and just extend those elbows, kind of work in that position here. All right, so check in with your feet. Want them just underneath those hips, toes pointing forward. Draw that midline in, little bend in those knees, and then just a little forward bow. Elbows up against the sides. And then we're going to extend the arms straight back. Bend at the elbows and extend. Great job. Bend them in, kind of curl the arms in, and then kick them back. Nice. Staying engaged through the body. So I'm kind of squeezing my bum, drawing my stomach in, holding really strong to that mid back. Anytime you need a break, just stand it up, shake it out. Otherwise, about 5 more seconds. Good job. Extend. Bend, and when you're ready, drive the legs, standing tall, and rest. Good job. Set your weights down. We have the step jacks or jump jacks and squats to finish. All right, when you're ready, stepping to the side. And if you want to get a little fancy on this one, you can go a little behind the back clap. Get a bit more opening through the chest and shoulders. There you go. Up to overhead, and I'm just gently clapping my hands behind me. We'll stress those shoulders a little bit different. Nice. Good. 15 more seconds. Try to smile as you move. Wonderful. Keep that body moving. And 3, 2, 1, and resting there. All right, the only exercise before our cool down stretch left is the squatting. So use the chair as needed. You can also use like a door frame or something to hold on to. If you don't need to hold on, that's wonderful as well. So when you're ready, gentle toe out this time. Feet are a little bit wider. And then we're gonna reach the arms out. Send those hips back as far as we can with good position. Drive through the legs and come all the way up. Good job. Breathing in, eyes up and forward. Drive those knees nice and wide. And then breathing out as you stand. Fabulous. Breathing in, looking ahead. Nice. Make sure you stay strong in the bottom, Jean. Don't collapse in the bottom. Just stay engaged, holding solid. There you go. And straight up. Good. 10 seconds. Back, back, back. All the way up, squeeze the tush, pull those shoulders back, standing tall. Last one. And resting there. Nice work. All right, let's stretch that behind the back stretch. So walk the feet nice and wide. See if you can grab the hands behind you. If you cannot reach your hands, you can put that band to use or a towel to grab behind you there. Extend the arms. And then if you'd like to add that forward fold, you can bow forward, pull those arms up. Breathing a couple of times here. And then standing tall and release. Nice job. You're welcome to stay standing or join me seated. We're going to stretch our triceps a little bit. I'm going to show it from the chair. All righty, so tricep stretch, either standing tall or sitting tall. Reach the arms straight up in the air, draw that chin in, bend the elbow, reach around, here comes the garbage truck, pull that elbow back. Yeah, and really focus to pull that chin in like you're trying to make a triple chin. Don't want to push that head forward. If you want to add a little side bend, you can, bending to the side. Then back to neutral. Lengthen through the spine. One or two more side bends. Over, up, and release those arms down. Good job. Shake them out. And we'll get ready for the same thing on the second side. Chin in, sitting or standing nice and tall. Reach up, bending that elbow, and pull that elbow back. Nice work. And then your choice, if you want to add that side bend to it, just nice and gentle. Breathing in, staying nice and long, and a little exhale. Wonderful. Continue to pull that chin in. Don't lose your head and neck forward. And release there. Very good. All right. And then either a toe touch stretch if you are still standing or seated here. I'm going to bow on down. Those of you that are standing have been working off the floor. If you want to make your way back down to all fours, you can come back into that child stretch position in a moment. We're going to be doing a side stretch from seated. That best mimics like our child's position side stretch. Good job. Those of you that are forward folding, go ahead and come on up. Or those of you that are going to stretch the rest of the way from the ground, make your way down to hands and knees. Those of you that are stretching with me here in the chair, kind of shimmy your body to one side of the seat. Draw the belly in. You can hold on as needed. And then you're going to take your hand to your opposite knee. So Jean, I was just referring to the side stretch where you kind of reach the arm to the side as you drop the hips back. So child's position side stretch. And then Shirley, we're bending down here to the side, bow the head down, and then breathing into where you feel that tension. Great one to close those eyes for a moment. One more breath here. And gradually coming back up. Shimmy yourself to the other side, or Jean, you can walk your hands the other direction. We'll hold on to the seat, hand on the outer knee, sliding on down, bowing that head down. And then about 3 to 5 nice big breaths. Trying to send that air into the opposite side of your body where you feel in that stretch come. And when you're ready, making your way back to seated. All right. And then just a couple little neck circles to finish. Lower the head down. Rotate that head and neck back. We didn't do a whole lot of drink today. I think we only took one water break during that half hour. So please make sure after class that you brought a water bottle or a water glass with you. Try to finish your water glass. Rotating your head both ways. If I didn't say to switch. And then when you're ready, we're going to do our final breaths together. Hands together in front of the heart. As you breathe in, we're going to raise those arms up to overhead. Really lifting up out of that spine, and then as you breathe out, nice a gentle circle. Lower those arms down. Very good. Twice more. Breathing in some good positive energy. Let go of all the worry. Wonderful. And last time, breathe in some love and some peace, and then irradiate it out. Send it out. Fantastic. All right, that concludes our first session. If you're going to move with us that second half hour, hang tight. And we'll be right back.